think of us as a group of people in, healing process, and we're growing as well, and we're trying to, become better versions of ourselves. It won't be done overnight. So please practice patience with each other. Stop getting on each other's faces about the looks. Oh no, you don't wear your hair natural, or you wear a wig, or you blonde, or you do. No. Our identity is tied to our spirituality. It doesn't matter. I have seen people dressing Afrocentric and all and be the worst sellout. I told you in one of the videos, our ancestors don't want us to be superficial. So to those of you who are like very, very racist, it's going to be a long journey, because each time you call for help on the other side, they will dispatch a white person. They will dispatch those racists you can't stand. That's what they're going to keep on sending your way. So you learn that we all connected. Those who are awakened, they know there's a source, the creator, Tata Nzambe, I call him. They're connected to him. I am connected to him. However they relate to him, however they get to him, but to that one source, and the light is the light. So being royal, it's also being spiritual. So around you, don't entertain people who are divisive. They want to talk trash about African American, or they want to talk trash about Africans, or they want to talk trash about the Caribbean. Be that royal among them and shut them up. Tell them no. All that division has led us to nothing. Any movement we have started has been destroyed because the division. Until we take care of the division, we shouldn't expect jack from anybody. Look at what we are doing with the little freedom we have achieved so far, right? We have legal right to representation. What do we do with that? Destroy each other's life. Go into each other's company and then go and make false claim. Go into each other's houses and then go and scream rape and destroy their lives. This is what we're using the justice system we complain about. So the problem is us. We have to fix us from within. We have to run an introspection, like we said, and see, what are my weaknesses? Why can I just love another black person? Why I have so much hatred toward my fellow black who didn't do anything to me, who's not responsible for me being here, who's not responsible for me living in the condition I'm living, who's not responsible for me not getting the opportunity I want. You see, we need to heal ourselves. Only when we heal ourselves, we can raise healthy children who will really, take that place in the world. But the work starts with us. Don't be discouraged that you feel that there's too many. No. When you become that elite, not the elite they form to go and drink blood or do whatever they do. Real elite, the elite of God. That's what he wants us to be. The elite of the Creator, the Most High God, Tata Nzambe. Okay? So even when it comes to family members, start educating your family members. No, division is not good. We won't be divided. I don't want to grow up in a divided home. I don't want to grow up where people, all they do is talk crap about other family members. Be that royal among savages and you will see. When your light starts shining so bright, it will blind them. They're either going to call you a witch or a wizard or a blood drinker. And either that or they will humble themselves and come around you. Our daughters who are out there, promoting interracial marriages, I want to let you know that such activities are very dangerous and detrimental to our people as a whole, as a collective. If you have found your happiness with a white man. Good for you, my daughter. We are happy for you. Okay? But what I want you ladies to understand out there is that these people have been at war with us. Right? We recently witnessed the murder of George Floyd. You saw the reactions of many. Oh, he should have just complied. He should have just this. He should have just that. This is what they truly think about you. Okay? When you are in conflict, like in our case, undeclared war, it's been, unleashed on us, and we're still in it. You have to conduct yourself in a, I would say, very sensitive, delicate manner, right? When it comes to marriage, our elders teach us that the marriage is a marriage of spirit. That's why back in the day, our forefathers will do what we call arranged marriages, right? Because they will select somebody whom they know the family, they kind of get the vibe of that family to merge with them, okay? So while we are in conflict, right, with those who enslave our forefathers, we just talked about respecting ourselves. I see a lot of our daughters out there, having blogs and posts basically promoting interracial marriages. Now, this one is especially for ours from the continent, they go all out with that. They'll have, blog after blog after blog. They're trying, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to make it like a movement of prostitutes that are out there hunting for white guys to come and take them from home and bring them in the West. But what our daughters don't understand, these people are not who you think they are. Their ancestors enslaved us. They brainwashed them with a superiority ideology that is imprinted in them, in their DNA. Rare are those who would really, really love us. I went to school with them all my life. From elementary school to, high school. I was always the only black. And in that, I had to learn. I got to know them. Because even when we were in Gabon and stuff, my dad always had us in these schools with them. So my brother and I used to get into many fights. Like, we will go to school and these rude kids would jump and act like monkeys in front of us, or they will mock Shaka Zulu when they were showing Shaka Zulu series. When we go to school the next day, they will sing the song and act like savages in front of us. And my brother and I be like, okay, you take that one, I take that one. They're mocking King Shaka, let's go fight. So we beat up a few. So one thing that, I learned is, like, too many. The superiority complex surpasses everything. They're at peace with you as long as they know that you think that they're superior, that there's some kind of saviors in your life. I bumped into a post of a lady who was bragging that they got engaged after meeting for 3 weeks, and they're getting married the next month or something. I'm like, do you know these people? Where are the stories about the African girls that go and marry and bring in their basement and prostitute them, sell them on the internet? What about those they bring from Africa and have their dogs, their pets sleep with? What about those the parents never hear from? What about those? But a lot of our daughters are out there perverting our youth. They think that that's the ticket to heaven. And that's lie. That's a big lie. Do you think the white woman has it good? When they dare raise their head, do you know what happened to them? They come missing. Something terrible happened to a lot of them. So when they feel they can't dominate their women, they won't even take sisters from here, because sisters from here are born with their eyes wide open. So there's no game that will run through them. So they go and get the naive lambs in Africa. And then they come and put you to work, right? You're not just in a mansion, drinking your juice. No, you out there selling images of your children. You out there putting your face, selling your life. It's a way of putting you to work so you can bring money to support whatever life you guys are living. It's pitiful, all right? Because marriage for us, when you marry one of us, the person becomes a son or a daughter in that family. And you, African girls, you know that. That's how it works. But many of you, when you go, you don't look back. And it's against our ways. They've been at war with us. If you let them know they can get you like that easy, they will continue killing our brothers. They will continue killing our fathers. They will continue killing our sons to have access to us. I know many of our daughters, when they come here with their so-called white husband, they have you in their houses as a child. Many of you don't even know what is the man's social security number. If the man got a retirement, if the man got a 401k, if he got stuck, if he got anything, you guys don't know. You come and just offer your youth, your royal energy. Bless it with him. Bless him with it. And big contract that could have never come his way because he has you in that house while breadcrumbing you. We need to respect ourselves. This is what I'm telling to our daughters who are married to white, whatever else. When they kill your brothers, when they kill your sons, when they kill your fathers, where are your husbands? Where are your white husbands? We are yet to see an organization of white males, activists. So many daughters of us are married to them. We are yet to see one of these organizations led by a white man warning his other savages to let go of us. We don't see that, do we? Because each time when you date a white guy, when you let him know you are pro your people, they flee. All right? Many of you are still living with people who they will talk trash about blacks, and you sitting there, you feel the exception. No, they're talking trash about you, because at the end of the day, we are one. So our daughters need to stop. I don't want to see your post. If you that happy, keep that happiness behind closed doors. These people have been at war with us. They're slaughtering our sons and daughters on the streets, and you dare parading them. It makes us look pitiful. If you are that happy, keep it in your house. If you want to come and show us videos and pictures, let him be out there fighting other white people about the evil they do against us. Let him be out there. Let him be an activist, and then we'll welcome him. All right? Same thing with those of our sons with white women. Do you know that my father cut my brother off his will when he brought him a white woman? My father wasn't a fool. He said, when you sleep with a man's woman or daughter, you are under that man's power. My father refused to be under a white man's power. So when my brother did that, he cut him off. I thought my father was extreme. I told him, no, she's cool, blah, 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 blah. When the parents passed and that money stopped coming, guess what? I haven't seen my brother in years. I even have a niece I haven't seen with my eyes because she brought her division, her savagery. They don't respect anybody. They don't respect their men. They don't respect their in-laws. It's just whatever. So she brought it. Now I need permission to talk to my brother. Now when I tell my brother, you know what? Papa was right. I don't know one thing Papa told us that wasn't right. Here you are, apart from us. So you guys know that when you enter the chamber of a white woman, you're taking your ancestors to meet hers. Okay? So if you have that happiness, good. Keep it behind closed doors. Because it's offensive to those of us who are conscientious about our struggle. That we know that the end game is to bring down our men, to bring down our sons, to bring down our fathers, to bring down our brothers. Like in Africa, those of us who study abroad, when you go home and stuff, you work for one of their companies back at home, they're going to hire you like somebody local. But they bring one of their sons from Europe to come and work as an expatriate. They're going to put triple money in his pocket. So on the dating scene, he automatically has more value than the local. These are the kind of games they play. There was a kingdom in the south of Gabon, the Teke kingdom. They renamed it Anziku. Anziku was the name, the white king. When you hear some of us say that they impersonated our royalty, this is what I'm talking about. When we're talking about people who have always tried to be us, this is what they did to the kingdom, to the Teke kingdom, which is the southern part of Gabon, northern part of the Republic of Congo, and then the Democratic Republic of Congo. So it was a big kingdom. Guess what? They murdered the king, all right? And then a white guy had the brilliant idea to become king, right? And since they know that the throne, the right to rule is given by women, guess what? They found a slave. That's how I call her. Because all the queens were poisoning them, killing them to the point that in our area, nobody was near them to even get to that level. But they found a little ugly duckling there who saw in that invasion a chance to become queen under a white ruler. And she gave him one of our names. So if you look that kingdom up, it's called Anziku. You're going to see there that, oh, they got a treaty with France for protection. Protection against who? How can they protect people against themselves? This is where they compromised. It was a white guy. His name was King Makoko. All right? So with that ugly slave, they had mixed kids. And these kids, they raised them above the locals. And they were the ones who were in charge to enforce their father's cruelty on the rest. Things like this have happened in the past. If we don't learn from the past, all we do, Chinese come, we open the legs, we get baby. European come. Our daughters have become, I know, things were hard. Poverty, hunger, starvation, but come on. We have one of our daughters, she be shaking it all day, no clothes on. Now she's pregnant, she's still shaking it. And the husband, I'm like, why work so hard? Why does she feel that she has to be out there working this hard? Although I love that kid of us, I love her. I love her spirit, but you know, you're somebody's wife. Take a break. Let him support you. Let him pay your bills. Some of them, they will activate our daughters to come and fight us while they're sitting in the background. It's us. Let's respect one another. Let's respect ourselves. Let's go back to become royals. Okay? So, just like I gave you the example of this King Makoko. You see? And when you look it up, what did he do? They conquered other areas. So they say that they were ruling about 11 kingdoms. So what does it mean? They killed all those 11 kings to put a white guy. And how was that possible? Because one of us, a woman. So I have whites in my family. My mom had 9 kids, 8 girls and 1 boy. And trust and believe, my brother is one of them who married white. But I could tell you, I have 2 sisters who married white and their husbands are militant. Wherever they take my sister, they be the one giving heads up. Listen, in front of my wife, don't do this, don't do that, because all hell gonna break loose. Okay? I don't play that. He's like that. He's an activist, and the kids and everything. I told the kids, you Gabonese, period. And he's okay with it. Because a son-in-law becomes a son. There's no way our people could be under attack and all these daughters of ours married to white boys. We don't see any of them out leading a movement against violence, against blacks and the brown. We don't see, but they're there surrounding themselves, raising. Some of them, you know, they bring you and put you to that Western standard. The Western standard is that the rude kids run their household. So when you come like that, they put you last after all the little rude kids. Whereas where we come from, your father's wife is like your mom. She occupies the same rank as your own mom. Whomever shares intimacy with your father or your mother has the rank of the parent and can never come after you, no matter what. But they bring you and throw you into their Western confusion, like they have our children here confused. A lot of our children are confused because their spirit doesn't find itself into these rules, these Western rules. So we need to go back to ourselves. We need to. Ladies, I know you're not going to like what I'm about to say, but how do you think we will be able to rebuild the black family and build empires again, divided the way we are? No. Many of our men are either dead or in jail. The few that are out there, the few goods that are out there are not enough. We have a high rate of children being born outside the wedlock. We have a lot of rebels because a lot of our sons are raised by a single mom. So a lot of our kids grow up without any authority figure in the house. So you can't discipline them for anything. They can't follow anybody. Just like we talked about, you know, how to deal with our leaders, you know. So it caused a lot of problem. So it's funny how the Most High does it. Wherever you fail the test, he brings you back to that. In the past, we failed to live together as one under our polygamous homes. But guess what? The future of Africa will be rebuilt through the same process. The strongest of our sons should be allowed to have more than one wife. And the wife should practice unity again. Those of you who have very good husband, if you truly love your husband, spread that seed. Welcome another wife, a sister wife, somebody you know you can live at peace with. Back in the days, you know, the way our mothers, you know, I know how our mothers, you know, organized. They were not savages. You know, our house wasn't divided except for the blood royals who decided to part from the slave boy. But we stick together, right? So back in the days, the moms, what they used to do, the first wife is the one who chooses the others. Basically, she's like the mom of all the wives. They call her the principal wife. So the first wife, then she brings the others and stuff. But one will be specialized in the kids' education, finding the school or finding the teachers or whomever going to teach them. The other one will be specialized in the nutrition. The other one gonna, do the health. The other one, it was like that, and then they will build empire. The other one is like running the business with the husband and stuff like that. This is how family grew. And we need to go back to that so we can protect the generation of our young daughters that are gonna come up, and they won't find a valid husband in our community. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna look at Latinos, they're gonna look at even Arabs or Chinese or white. We're gonna lose them. All right? So this is one option. Another thing, since we're talking about moving back, maybe some of you can already start thinking, connecting. If you don't like the sisters here, check in Africa. Nubia gonna have a service where we kind of connect people. We don't want to lose anybody. You don't like the sisters here, maybe you like the sisters in the Caribbean, maybe you like the sisters back at home. Same thing for the ladies. You don't like the brothers here, maybe we can connect you with a brother back at home. Maybe this and that. So we have to stick together. We have to stick together. A lot of us are jumping off ship. But even those who are jumping off ship, please look back. This mess, we created it. Us, the women, our mothers, they did that mess. So it's our responsibility to fix it. Okay? So, as usual, it's an honor to spend time with my beautiful Royals of Africa. Just remember, we are privileged to be alive, right? We're living the dream of many of our ancestors. Before I accept this mission, I thought my life was already figured out, I built a nice house. Here I told myself I would not go back home, but no. My destiny was to accept this crown and lead my people home and heal my people and tell them it's going to be okay and remind you that the Most High God, we are his cherished, we are his favorite, okay, because we came first. And it's in our hands that he bestowed the most important mission. So wherever you go, whatever you do, keep it in mind, you're royal. Cherish your own, protect your own, okay? So, peace, love, and unity. Until next time, love you much.
Hey, Bezingo! Yeah! Sabana kinda o kambo kona kate ukana midu